Okay, so welcome back to our faster lines videos in MX versus ATV Supercross Encore. Today we're going to do Minneapolis, Toronto, and I think New Orleans. Now, these three tracks are, I think these are three of the easier tracks. There's kind of like a main line. Well, all tracks have a main line, but these, I don't see the benefit of taking some of the smaller lines on these tracks. So I only have one lap from each venue. So it's a shorter video. But these are lines that I think are relatively easy to get. Toronto has there's one section, and I'll talk about it a little bit, that's kind of tough, a little tricky for me at least to get consistently every lap. But again, really besides that, everything else is pretty similar. So we're going to jump into this and hit Minneapolis first. Okay, so we're at Minneapolis. Now for these three tracks, there's not too much to say. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. There's one line and there isn't a whole lot of other ways to go about it. I will talk about some of the sections that I guess there's a few choices on. Like right here, you can jump this to where you have a single into the corner, but it doesn't set you up as well. Now we did come up short, which kind of messed us up, but we still got the corner and you can still clear this without a preload. You can scrub it. I didn't for the sake of getting a clean lap. And then this next section coming up, I did not do any preloading. Now you can preload out, but I don't think it's much faster. And to have this little double here into the corner sets you up really nice. And so that's how I typically go about doing it. This section of offset rollers, you can have a double into the corner, which sets you up better. I kind of hit it too fast and we singled, but even doing that, you can still go around the corner and hit this quad without a preload. So really quick lap, not too many line choices, pretty simple. Okay, so Toronto, this track, I used to not like it too much, and I think it's because I messed up this one section here. I'll show you in a little bit. And I still don't get it consistently, but you can throw down pretty quick laps here, and there's not too many different line choices. Now here I elect to go with a double, double, double. I wouldn't say that's the fastest way through it. It's pretty consistent, and it's what I did for this lap, but there are better ways through it. And then a triple, triple, and this section right here is the one that I mess up. I have trouble preloading this just right to where I can land on the downside and then preload all the way onto the top of here and then jump out. Now you don't need to preload out. I did because I didn't want to mess up my lap, but you can get through that without preloading. Step onto this table, step off, and that's basically a lap. This last section here, you don't need to preload at all. Get a good run out the corner. You can jump all the way over the table, triple into the corner, and then you're basically to the finish line. And our last track is New Orleans. Now this track is actually, I think, even easier than Minneapolis, even less line choice. The lap that I'm doing right here is the lap I always try to go for. There's really nothing else that I can even think of really doing. There's a couple lower lines, but I think there's enough slower that it's not worth taking. These whoops are really small, really easy. Take this inside berm. You don't even really have to let off the throttle. The only section is this section right here that gives me trouble sometimes. Sometimes I'll over jump this and then I can't quad out, but we got it this time, and then a double into the corner, and that sets us up for this back rhythm section. You preload in, and then I think it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, a quad, and then a triple into the corner, and then one more little triple, and that's a lap. So really quick lap times here, really easy. If you practice it, I think you'll have it down in short order. Okay, so that covers Minneapolis, Toronto, and New Orleans. Now, I know there was only one lap on each track, which made it a really short video, but these are three tracks that I don't feel like there's too many different choices to take. Those are the lines that I always go for. I don't even attempt anything else usually. I mean, sometimes in Minneapolis, I'll take that left line in that one rhythm section, but I didn't think it was worth showing because I think it's slower. Maybe not a lot, but I think it's slower. And it's so easy to get that other line that, I mean, you don't even have to preload through it. So not too many line choices here. Again, there may be faster ways around the track. I'm sure there is. I know I don't have the fastest lap times in the world, so I know there's quicker ways around it. But that's for me what I would do if I was trying to get a quick lap. So I hope these are helping. I hope these are interesting. I hope I don't know, if you're trying them, let me know in the comments if they're working for you. If they're not, let me know if they're not working. They're not the best ways. They're just advice, I guess. My advice, my tips that I would give you if you were asking me on how to try and get quicker laps. Those are the lines that I would take. So thank you so much for the support, the continued support on the Encore series. It really means a lot to me. And like always, you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. And until the next video, take it easy.